familiar with the YouTube, you already know Big Flacco with a convict's perspective. Now, you already know what time it is, coming directly from the county jail, smashing, dashing, sliding on through with a whole lot of energy. So please hit that like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support your boy, and hit that bell notification for future fire videos. And right now, I'm going to drop it like it's hot. As we already know, the results of the boxer versus Mile High fight, man. And what did I tell you guys? I predicted this fight exactly how it would probably go. That Mile High would probably win, and it would probably go the distance. If Boxer couldn't handle his business within the first ring, based upon his age, his health, and other problems, I didn't see it going too far. I didn't see it looking too good for Big Box. And you know, there is an age difference. And the older you get, this is how you look. You know, and like I said, you know, the thing about this nowadays is this is where I stand, right? And you know, I commend both these guys for going in there and doing what they do. Everybody. You know, anybody that stepped in that ring, it takes a lot of fucking, it takes a lot of guts to go in there in front of a lot of people who are going to watch it, and a lot of people are going to criticize and judge you. So, you know what, man? Being at that age, at least attempting to go in that ring, right? You can't be too hard on yourself, man. You know, and regardless of if the shoulder blew out or it didn't, I don't know. Obviously, I guess when people are saying that Boxer didn't look prepared and that his shoulder was hurting and that, you know, I was told that Mile High actually boxed professionally. He looked like good in the ring. He looked natural. That there was really that it wasn't really like a fair fight. This fight shouldn't even happen because people are based upon Boxer's past, his past legacy, which you can't take nothing from him. He was a beast in his day. He was knocking out big fools. But he's not that individual no more. Just like I'm not the same individual I was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. We all change. We get old, man. And as being in good shape at our age doesn't mean we can go in a ring, you know, for 3-minute rounds and expect for things to always go okay. Boxer's what, 54 push to 55? Like I said, he should have never been in the ring. And, you know, that goes for anybody that goes to the ring. You know what? The thing is, I think regardless of what the results are, regardless of what happens, we got to accept the decision. We got to accept that we got up in there and fuck making excuses, right? Excuses are there if they're legit, right? It is what it is that we all recognize, okay? You go in there, anything can happen. Look at Cholo Trucker when he fought Gunner. Cholo Trucker had a broken rib. And the thing is, what I admire about Cholo Trucker is this. And I'm not saying that Boxer's doing this at all. I'm not saying that at all. But Cholo Trucker didn't even bring it up to anybody till almost a year later that he fought that fight with a broken rib. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I knew during that first round that Cholo Trucker had a broken rib. I was with Big Paul, and Big Paul told me. And Big Paul asked me, he goes, out of respect for me, please don't leave my side because I don't want that information to seem like you may have got to get together that he has a broken rib. And out of respect to Big Paul, I stood right there. But it was 100% facts that Cholo Trucker had a broken rib before that fight. And whether he won or lose, he was not going to make the excuse. And speaking of which, that's the fight that I'm telling that Mikey from Saludos Report should put together. It should be Cholo Trucker versus Tony from a Stories written by a current prisoner. Tony's been in all the people's lives. And, you know, hey, Tony, man, send my saludos to you, Tony. I've been trying to call you. I don't know which number to reach out to you because I know you got to meet your GTL, right? But I think Tony's been wanting to fight. He's been jumping in the comments on Boxer stuff and everybody else's stuff. Why not Cholo Trucker and Tony get in the ring? I think that would be a good fight. Cholo Trucker looked good, you know, and you know what I'm saying? In his last fight against Buzz, Cholo Trucker ended that fight with a lot of courage and just shows that he could box. Cholo Trucker got some skills that we did not get to see when he fought Gunner. And that's the thing that you have to take it back. If Cholo Trucker, if you've seen the difference in how he fought against Buzz as opposed to the first time he fought Gunner, you can think, well, hey, what if Boxer actually did have a better shoulder? To what extent is Boxer's shoulder injury serious or minute? I don't know. I can't speak for the man. Only he knows. But I still think regardless of having a shoulder injury or whatever issues that we have, we can find reasons and excuses in anything when we take a fight. When you're past the age of 45, we can find the reasons, well, I got this problem, or, you know, I don't have the wind no more, or, you know, I smoked too many years. And, you know what I mean? You could always find excuses. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same for anybody. So it's more graceful for people to just take these fights as what they are. You know what I'm saying? Whether, you know, the fact that he went the distance and didn't quit, it says a lot. And that's all I need to do. I know boxing for a long time, so I commend both these guys. I just think one fighter was more prepared and came prepared. You know, I've heard different content creators saying that, you know, boxers corner didn't do him any justice, didn't really help him out, and that Mile High really had a professional team, and, you know, to each his own. You know, you're going to run your camp the way you want to run your camp and do things the way you want to do, you're going to get the results that you get. So, you know, me knowing Boxer personally, he ran the camp the way that he wanted it to be. So I don't see anybody really having any influence on that. And you know, it's, like I said, I'm not going to make an excuse. He lost, period. You know, and it's what I predicted. I predicted it would go the distance. I predicted that Mile High would win. And I predicted that it wasn't necessarily... In this thing, it did look like Boxer was overmatched. It did look like one individual had more skill. And that's not sitting there fucking, you know, to make Boxer look bad. When you're that age, man, you know, come on. We just got to keep it 100, keep it real. You know, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always said the only way I'm going into the ring is if it's something personal. Because if it's something personal, there's no fucking way in hell I'm losing that fight, man. But just for recreation, I wouldn't want to do it. I'll fight anybody, but let's do it off camera. I ain't tripping. But just for the hell of it. But to go in front of that many people, hey, that's a lot of nerves, you know, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of people's egos are at stake, man. And I'm pretty sure that, you know, anybody that's gone on these fights and have a loss on their jacket, you know, there's a little bit of you know, staying on the resume kind of feeling like, you know, I'm saying that's how I would feel. I'm not saying that anybody should feel that way. I'm saying they shouldn't. But I know that if I was in that situation and I got a fight and I got, that person got the best of me, right? And the whole public, the whole world sees, they see me as a whole different type of person, or they see me like this, or however they see me, I'm going to be a little bit taken aback. And that's why I've always said, don't judge people by what you think or by how people look at how someone looks and talks and whatnot. Judge them by what you see and what you personally see in their actions, because not everybody can live up to the checks that they're cashing, you know. And like I said, shots up to Boxer, shots up to Mile High. You know, one man came better prepared, you know, and you know, Boxer had to take it on his chin. You know, and at his age, you know, the fact that he got in the ring says a lot. But at the same token, it's just like with Mike Tyson. What the fuck you thinking? You know, you're pushing 60. What more can we expect as an audience? You know, and that's why I'm saying the one I want to see now would be Trouble Trucker versus Tony from Stories Written by a Current Prisoner. I know Tony's been, you know, on the sidelines. I know he's been talking trash. I know he's been ready to fight any of these individuals, but he has yet to really call out Trouble Trucker, from my understanding. If this is just about competition, about a respectful boxing match, I think Cholo Trucker would be up for it, man. I think that people wouldn't mind seeing Cholo Trucker versus Tony. I think that's the kind of angle I would try to push, because, hey, Cholo Trucker looked mighty impressive. Tony, you really can't say how impressive he was, because the person he came in fighting had no boxing skills, you know, and, you know, no diss to him either. He just, you know, didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. So, I mean, if I was to sit there and advocate and promote for a future fight, let's get these guys in the ring, you know? And once again, like I said, this is exactly how I predicted these fights. And a lot of times I don't like to put the predictions, and you know what? Every fight that's happened, I've predicted the outcome without predicting it. But this was the first time that I actually vocally said it. A lot of times I don't like to tell people what I really think and what I feel. I kind of work around that type of subject as far as what my personal opinion is that's going to happen, because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. You know, people get kind of their feelings hurt in this YouTube stuff sometimes. You know, and I see that because there's been a lot of people who felt attacked at their attack. You know, it's like there's always going to be that take for attack stuff. Anytime you attack someone or put anybody down, when they get a chance to come at you, they're going to do so, man. That's just how cool this YouTube world is, man. And you know what? Sometimes we got that coming. Sometimes when we push that hard of a line, we have that coming, man. And sometimes we got to eat that humble pie and just move the fuck on. And with that said, it's your boy Flacco from a confidence perspective. I'm out.